how would you approach doing your own acoustics? Like, where do you start with something like that?
Yeah, well, for me, the first big discovery was a piece of software called Fuzz Measure, and it does basic thing, just a sine wave sweep, and you can put a microphone in the room, and you can see the frequency response at a position in the room. And it was such a revelation for me because the all of the expectation bias and all of those complications when you're trying to tune a room can get very, very confusing very fast. And so I had so many experiences where I would read something that's like, oh, you can put a bass trap here and it'll fix everything in your room. And so I would build a bass trap and put it in a corner and listen, and you have this expectation and think like, oh my God, it's so much better now. And then after a while working with it, realize this really isn't better. Nothing has really changed. I was just sort of telling myself it did. With this software, you could at least visually confirm if things are really changing or not. There are things about what the software is telling you that is not the whole story, because your ears hear things binaurally in a different way, and we experience things different than a single microphone can hear things. And so there is a limitation there, but if you're aware of that as you're using it, there's a lot of useful information to be gained. And what it allowed me to do is get a reading in the room with whatever its inaccuracies might be, but start incorporating acoustic treatment in the room and just see if it's changing things. And just to know, is this actually making a difference or not?